What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and it's 10:30. We are on time, although we usually stream at 10, but today is 10:30. Just because I had to get a couple more things done. Just putting up some music. 1 second.
The following video is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences.
Oh no, what is that? So this video is sponsored by... One second. This video is sponsored by Departures Capital's Teaching Academy, or Investing Academy on Teachable. Feel free to check it out. Our new VIP trader program is awesome. You can see our public portfolio, and it's $19 and $39 per month, along with all our other courses. So it's going to be in the description. We're going to get straight into these articles, starting with the red day that we're seeing today. Let me just pull up comments on my phone. Good morning, Ron and Spartacus. Yeah, hit that like button. That's what we need. We need some likes right now. So thank you, guys. And big shout out to Joe. I saw that $5 super chat. Thank you, Joe, for that. It's always nice to see something like that in the morning. It's a great start to the morning. So I just want to get some music up on this thing, but we're having some technical difficulties. There we go. Okay, so commodities week ahead. All bets off as Trump threatens new tariffs. So, come on, man. There we go. Give me 1 second. Got a really nice comment yesterday about the music, actually. Someone was like, the songs are common. Okay. We'll just go back a few songs. One or two more, and there we go. So, how's everybody doing today? Let me just pull up my comments. All right. What's up, Armando? Dabash. I don't know how to say your name, buddy. Sorry. Dadashish. Mark Moore. What's up? Nevada Tucker. Mike J. All right, guys. So, as we can see, it's a red day today. As we expected with the tariff threats. I want to read this article, then we'll take a look at a bunch of different things. ACB is down 1.44%. That's not too bad. I did notice the futures dipped by 2%. Now we're just down about 1% on the S&P. So, no, man. Sorry. There we go. 12 likes and 50 people watching. Let's get those likes up to like 25 at least. All right. I'm going to pull up the cannabis stock portfolio, then we're going to get straight into the news. There we go. So, we are seeing a Leafy Health up 9.4%, 360 risk up 5%. It's nice to see 360 finally doing something on a red day. Lots of red though. Agris Global and ICC down 10%. ICC has not done well since they released that news, but it could be because of the Wayland acquisition. It's a good acquisition, but at the end of the day, at what expense? So let's read these articles first, and then we'll get into some more news. Good morning, Whale. Dow plummets nearly 400 points as trade worries spook Wall Street. Wall Street traded sharply lower on Monday as threats from U.S. President Donald Trump to increase tariffs on Chinese goods plummeted risk sentiment. It's crazy how fast things can change. Markets are at all-time highs, and then bam, one piece of news. Here we are. The Dow sank 383 points by 935. S&P fell 40 points to 2905. Tech-heavy Nasdaq down 135 points. Trump threatened to raise 10% tariffs Trump threatened to raise the 10% tariffs on 200 billion in Chinese goods imported into the U.S. by up to 25%. By this Friday, complained that trade talks were moving too slowly due to Beijing's attempts to renegotiate. Early reports suggest that China was considering canceling the trade talks due to take place in Washington starting on Wednesday in response to Trump's weekend tweets, but the Chinese Foreign Ministry later confirmed the delegation was preparing for the trip. Chinese officials did not confirm, however, that China's top negotiator, Vice Premier Liu He, would still attend. Trump's tweets surprised the markets. It's always Trump's tweets. Jesus. Trump can tweet about anything. Can he tweet about the price of gold going up? Because I'd like that. Gold is too low. Needs to go up. Last Call Productions. Good morning. Alright, so let's just take a look at a few things. Kraft Heinz was under pressure. Boeing fell 2.7% after the company admitted that it knew about a missing safety feature on the 737 MAX planes, which inadvertently made optional 13 months ahead of informing U.S. regulators. Holy crap. Let's take a quick look at Boeing to see how it's done since. And we forgot something. What did we forget, guys? We forgot the Discord group. Amateurs. Sorry. Forgot to post a link to our stream in our Discord group. Here we go. Sweet. Alright, guys.
Our famous.
Thank you for those likes. Appreciate it. We're almost at 20. And let's get straight to Discord group. There we go. Good to go. Let's take a quick look at Boeing. We'll take a look at all the other stocks in a second. I want to figure out the news for Leafy Health, just as it's up almost 10% on a red day. WT actual F. Boeing crash, no pun intended. Jeez. Kind of true though. Boeing's on 1.63%. That's not a lot. Boeing's been pretty stable since the drop, with 160 or 360 being the lows. Boeing's kind of consolidated recently. And it's been making Boeing's been making higher lows. Let's just take a look at one more thing. I'm still not a buyer of Boeing. RSI, it's at 41. I mean, it still looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like it's trading at a discount, to be honest. But I just don't want to own airline stocks. Next. Yes, Joe. The tea's not kicking in just yet. We got the coffee, and then we've got the tea. This tea is a triple green tea with English black tea. So we're good to go, and thank you once again, Joe, for the support and the super chat. Really, it's nice waking up to that, seeing you guys support me. I really appreciate that. So, let's get into some specific news for the cannabis sector. I just want to check new cannabis ventures, like I always check. Read you guys. Curaleaf enters into Ohio medical cannabis market with $20 million acquisition. More news for Kira. Okay, so let's see here. Earnings season exposed a critical challenge for American cannabis companies. That's a pretty interesting article. Top 31 generating cannabis stocks. This is not new news. Yes, Joe. Much love. Thank you so much, man. Okay. What was I going to do? Leafy Health. We got to figure out what's going on for Leafy Health because the stock's up 10%. Here we go. Alrighty. So Leafy Health enters German cannabis market. So we'll read that. Excuse me. In a quick little article about commodities week ahead, all bets off as Trump threatens new China tariffs. One reason commodities came roaring back within a year of the financial crisis was the notion that wide-ranging public intervention had succeeded in lowering uncertainty and systematic risk in the financial sector. Financial crisis 2.0 happens under Donald Trump. We're lucky to get such optimism at all. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I just want to see what they have to say about commodities. I'll read this after the fact. I'm sure you guys don't want to go through this whole thing. Good morning, Nick. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so like I said, guys, it's so sunny in here. One sec. Let me just close this top blind. Really annoying. Oh, so much better. I actually had to turn the AC on today. So surprised. It was 25 in my apartment when I woke up sweating. How's the weather for all you guys? Oh. All right, Leafy Health up 13.7%. Dang. All right, let's figure out why Leafy Health is up. So Leafy Health is up because it enters the German medical cannabis market with supply distribution joint venture. Leafy Health is entering the German medical cannabis market via its joint venture with German pharmaceutical wholesaler Acnos Pharma GmbH. Together, the JV entity will purchase Leafy Health branded cannabis oils for the distribution to German pharmacies and or clinical trial use. Leafy Health's wholly owned subsidiary Emblem Cannabis is a majority shareholder of the JV with 60% ownership, with Acros owning the remaining 40%. Yes, the Leafy Health's doing great. Right around 130. Right around 130, a Leafy Health is looking pretty good. Currently, we're trading at 155, so we're up almost 20 cents. Nice to see it making a bounce. The parties have expanded the scope of the previously announced JV formed by Acnos and Emblem by leveraging the significantly increased access to dried flower and extraction available to the combined entity. This is an interesting thing. The German medical cannabis market has grown rapidly since legalization in 2017, projected to produce revenues of $5 billion by 2025. So, you got ACB, you got APHA and Wayland capitalizing on that. Now Leafy Health. What's up, Jacob? Just give me 1 second. Dang. Need some tissues. All right, what's next? It is currently the 6th, so apparently ACB is supposed to report next Tuesday. We'll definitely be covering that. Don't have CGC or MedMen. Who should I buy today during this flash sale? That's actually a good question. So if we were buying today, what would we be looking at? You know, I want to quickly take a look and see what the rest of the market's doing, as I haven't even checked yet. So we're just going to jump to our portfolios, see what everything else is up to, see if there's anything that catches my eye. So we will start with the cannabis stocks. All right. Man, BGRD has been tanking like crazy. It's down to 7.5 cents. World down to 23 cents. 48 North pulling back a little bit, but that stock had a really great run for all the right reasons. FFT down to 15.5 cents. Sale is over. Everything is off their intraday lows. Lucian Pop. Yep, I noticed a bounce already. And in the markets in general. IIPR. Suniva down to 430. This one's getting interesting as well. So just turn down a little bit. Should have got some ACB early morning. Yeah, let's take a look. So we're going to take a quick look at the charts for Leafy Health first, just as that's the top gainer on the day, up 13%. Volume so far is pretty good on the day, and it's only 10:46. So we'll see what it closes at. I'd love to see Leafy Health hold on, make it back up to $1.60. Hopefully this is the start to a trend reversal, because we've been in a pretty nasty downtrend. It's going to take a little bit more than that, but it could be the start of good things, and it's moving on the right news, so we'll see. But I definitely did think there's some support around $1.30. Yes, sir. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Thank you, Joe. So we've got a couple stocks I'm looking at. Suniva, World, BGRD, and then I want to quickly look at the other portfolios just to see what the rest of the market's doing. Then we'll get right back to the ones that we're taking a close look at. So small cap gold mining stocks, mainly in the green, as today's pretty much risk off. So I expect to see a little bit of green for the precious metal sector. Copper's not doing too well, except for Copper Mountain Mining and Italia Mining. Turquoise Hill under $2 now. Linden Mining down 2.3%. I'm going to put Turquoise Hill up there because I want to take a look at that stock, see if it can go any lower. The defensive names. I expect a fair amount of at least stability for some of these defensive names. Savary Corporation down to 12.64. There's one to watch. Extendicare down to $8. Centric Health Corp. All right, what else we got here? So biggest gainer on the day, Leafy Health, followed by Alamos Gold, GT Gold, Kinross. So we're seeing all the miners mildly in the green, not really. Biggest loser, JD.com down to 28.40, down 5%. Chinese stocks are getting hit pretty hard today. Alibaba down 4%, Tencent down 4%. If we get more negative news about the trade war, Chinese stocks are going to keep sinking. What's up, Spartacus? Let's see what you got. Should have. All right, let's see what you got. What's up with this? We're almost done our coffee. Let's get over with this coffee so we can switch to tea. I'm ready. The upside, to the downside. Sorry. And stop it. Why are we watching ourselves? Thank you. Let's get on that.
The latest Fabletics leggings are here. Right now, your first two...
Shut up. Alkaline Water Company's infused product line featured in the 98th annual WAFC convention. So, the Alkaline Water Company, a leading producer of premium bottled alkaline drinking water sold under the brand Alkaline 88, it has showcased its new infused product line in the Western Association of Food Chains convention in Palm Desert, California. Thank you for the water updates, Spartacus. Check out Alkaline 88 hashtag on Instagram. We'll actually go on Instagram and take a look at that. Hashtag Alkaline 88. Not now. Let's see, 1,400 posts. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, guys, there's water. Support water. No, it's cool to see. More leggings commercials. I know, man. What's up, Mr. Crypto Meme? Meme, sorry. All right, so let's get into the couple stocks I want to take a quick look at today. Just the ones that caught my eye. Some of them we already own a bit of. And then we'll get into a little bit more news, then we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Turquoise Hill Resources down 4.9%. The stock's putting in fresh 52-week lows at $1.91. So, an almost $4 billion market cap copper miner. Out of Mongolia, though, for you guys who don't know. I like to pick things up when they're cheap. Turquoise Hill looks very cheap right now, although it looks like it could keep dropping a little bit. Trying to find that multi-year support, and there's just nothing, so it looked to be testing support around 210, and now we completely fell. So I'll wait for some consolidation below 2. But I like copper. Long-term bullish on commodities and copper. So Turquoise Hill, interesting one to look at. Already own some Turquoise Hill, probably around 215 to 220. So down a bit on that one. But it's catching my eye today. Severia Corporation, down 2.46%. That dividend's creeping up there as the stock keeps dropping. Looking pretty good. Wouldn't mind seeing Severia Corporation sell off just a little bit more to around 12.50. I do feel like we will see some support right around $12. We got maybe a little bit more to go. This is a stock that makes lifts for retirement homes and all that kind of stuff. As you guys know, I'm big on the whole retirement scene. Very exciting. I like to invest in crazy industries like retirement. All right, couple more stocks and then we're, oh shoot, the leggings article again. Leggings ad again. Okay, moving on. This is an actual retirement home stock. Extendicare. Currently trading at $8, down 1%. I wanted to just quickly check in on this one. It's done pretty well recently. Still yielding almost 6%. 69 people watching. That's my favorite number, guys. Thank you. Damn, now it's 70. Shareholder vote not to sell CGC. Okay, give me 1 sec. Just want to pull up the charts quickly for this one, and then we will get straight into a few other things. I definitely think Extendicare has more room to run, although the markets are looking a little bit shaky right now. I'd be a bit cautious. It did have a nice little run recently from $7.50 to $8, and this thing's been doing pretty good since 2019. One to watch. BGRD is one interesting one that Tom the Trader brought up. I haven't done too much research on this company, but I have noticed that it's slid like crazy, down to 7.5 cents. Now it looks like it's going to test lows at 5.50. So we'll see what happens for this one. World down 11% again to 24 cents. Thank you so much, Spartacus. Thank you for supporting me, man, in the super chat. I appreciate it. You guys are so generous on this Monday, on this red day. That's awesome, man. You guys are too kind. Maybe it's the nice weather. I don't know where you are, but it's finally getting nice here. Sweet, sweet. So ICC International Cannabis, I mean, the charts look a little rough right now, to be honest. I want to see it hold on to 25, 24, 25 cents. If we don't hold, this looks like this thing's going back down to 16 cents, 15 cents. It's been in a pretty steady downtrend, and it looked to have some support around 25 cents. We're blowing right through that today. We'll see how where we close, and that's all I gotta say. BGRD is an interesting one to take a look at. Be careful with these small cap stocks like that. But there's so many small cap stocks out there that have a great story. They're just stuck in a nasty downtrend. If you got an extra cash on the side, time to wait. That's my take on those. I know, man. So this is the last stock I'm going to take a look at. This is the last stock on my watch list. I don't really have plans to make any big moves today, or any trades really, but I am looking. Yeah. So you guys are awesome. Spartacus and Joe, you guys are too kind. So thank you. So Suniva. I've been long on Suniva since it ran to, let's say, 450. It's been treading water pretty much. Hasn't been doing too much. But it was one of my picks for 2019, as they're in the California market launching brands and all that kind of stuff. You guys can go on their website, check it out. But at 430, it's looking pretty good. 420, 430. Hope we hold on. Is it true 360 risk was down to 1 cent at one point this year, or is that a mistake? Let's look at the charts. I don't think so. 360 is actually up today. It's finally up 5%. We'll see if we can catch some support at 30 cents because this thing has just suffered like crazy. Should be getting earnings on the 13th next week. Yeah, I don't see 360 down to 1 cent, man. I don't know exactly what was going on back here in 2017. The company, there's been lots of changes with the company though. It should tell us in the profile. Let's see if we can read that. Cannabis security service provider operates through its wholly owned subsidiary 360 Secure Corp. Security service provider, the cannabis sector. I feel like before that they did something else, but they do guarding and secure transport services to more than 60 LPs, such as canopy growth, provides a combined security footprint to approximately 330 million square feet of patrolled area. So you're always going to need security for the cannabis sector. So that is why I like the company for sure. All right, guys. So that's it for what I'm looking at. So yeah, feel free to make some requests, what you guys want to look at. Let me know what you're looking at today. We can take a look at some charts together. Just let me know what you guys want to do. Otherwise, I'm looking at gold. Gold and utility cos. We're actually seeing a red day for the utility sector. Holy smokes. Crop and pump. There we go. Got crop. Got pump. What's up, evil boy? I know there's lots of money in weed, that's for sure, but the way the markets are looking, gold might make a nice pop. We'll see. So we got crop and pump. I just want to take a quick look. We are seeing a lot of the utility codes in the red. Not as bad as the other sectors, but still in the red. And we are seeing quite a bit of green for the precious metal sector. RNX still dropping down to 41 cents. Psh. Yamana Gold, biggest gainer on the day. Don't we all? Dixie Brands. All right, we'll take a look at Dixie Brands real quick. And crop and pump. It's been a while since I looked at this one. Give me a sec. Anon, Barrick. One of our biggest holdings. Sorry guys, I'll try to stop that. Dixie Brands is a manufacturer of THC and CBD. The company is engaged in development, packaging, design, product innovation, and quality control for the commercial production of cannabis-infused products. Very small cap. $97 million market cap. Let's take a look at the chart. 77 cents. Yeah, man, this one's done pretty good. From 30 cents all the way up to highs of $1.20. That's an interesting one to look at. Crop's down to 28 cents. Canadian canola still crashing lower. Which stock are you talking about, man? Honestly, crop looks like it's gonna keep drifting lower. There's just been no new news out about the company. It's unfortunate. It looks like we're just resuming that downtrend. I'd be, at this point, I'm holding some crop and I'm just gonna be patient. If it goes down to 20 cents, might be an interesting one to take a look at, adding a bit to. Crop's a long-term hold for me. World Class Extractions, or Pump, out of 19 cents. Yeah, man, crop hasn't done anything. So we're starting to see a sell-off in Pump. Pump did manage to make it up to almost 24 cents. Now we're pulling back a little bit. By the looks of this, I would just be waiting on it. I do like extraction companies a lot. That initial hype from 12 to 24 cents, it looks like people are going to start to take some profits. Looks like they've already have started taking profits. So I'd be patient on Pump. Not a stock, need for my canola stocks. Oh, I'm sorry. I know, man, evil boy. Me too, still holding crop. There's a bunch of stocks that I'm pretty frustrated with. Crop, MedMen. I'm not that frustrated with Suniva, although it hasn't really moved. But at the end of the day, just accumulating. So, not really looking to trade too much. Unless we see something absolutely explode over 100%, then I'm more inclined to take profits. But for now, it's pretty much just accumulating. So they've got two more articles. Cureleaf enters into Ohio medical cannabis market with $20 million acquisition. Cureleaf acquires rights to cultivation and processing capacity in Ohio. Enters attractive Ohio market and plans for vertical integration in the state. Cureleaf, leading vertical integrated cannabis operator in the U.S., announced it has signed a definitive agreement granting it an option to acquire Ohio grown therapies, medical cannabis cultivation and processing licenses, and facility in Ohio. Quick note from their CEO: Cureleaf's expansion into Ohio is another step in our goal to be the most accessible cannabis company in the country, providing patients with high-quality, reliable products. This transaction is reflective of our strategy to become vertically integrated with a focus on limited license markets. As the 7th most populous state in the country, Ohio is an emerging cannabis market with strong growth potential, and we plan to continue pursuing opportunities that increase our exposure to this expanding customer base. That seems like pretty good news for Cura. I hope you're right. So this is just a quick note about earnings season exposes a critical challenge for American cannabis companies. I don't really feel like reading the whole thing. Sorry. But we will look at the charts for Zenabis, because that was one that I forgot to take a look at. All right. Zenabis. I don't know which way to say it. Regardless, at $1.75, this stock's well off of its almost $7 highs. Let's see what the 52-week range is for this company. $1.62 to $6.85, still $337 million market cap. It's looking pretty good right now. I just don't like the whole market right now, just as I feel like it's going to pull back. And then we're going to see all the stocks pull back just a little bit more. But Cannabis is looking pretty good right now, to be honest. So there's just a couple more things I want to take a look at. The top gainers. GWG Holdings. Nope. Nothing that catches my eye. Baodzhen Inc. China Bat. Lots of Chinese companies. Biggest decliners: China Eastern Airlines down 8.5%, China Southern Airlines down 9.2%. Holy smokes. Chinese airline stocks getting slammed today. Gold, silver, crude, everything's down. It's a red day today. Dollar index strong. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. We've got the news. Any other stocks you want to take a look at, I'll stay for 5 more minutes and then we're going to wrap this up actually. Because I want to shoot a few more videos. Oh, and we also have some interesting news. So we'll take a look at Bloom Energy. ISH and HITI. ISH, Inner Spirit Holdings. That's a new stock for me, so I might have to add that to the list. High Tide, yeah, I know High Tide. Let's just move this out of the way. For any of you guys here in the stream who has Namaste, trying to get in touch with them, seeing if we can potentially work with them, so we'll see what happens. I'd love to be able to put out some news on Namaste, just because I'm a shareholder too, and you know, it's kind of just like, what the heck's going on? After they made that announcement, things went quiet again, so we'll see if we can get some news. And we're shooting the James E. Wagner video next week. It's all set up. I got a camera stabilizer, so we'll be able to get some cool shots going through their facility, going through like their fields and all that kind of stuff. I'm excited to do James E. Wagner, so that'll be an interesting one for you guys. This is the last stock. ACB will also take up. Well, I mean, we already kind of looked at ACB. ACB is doing pretty good today. It's only down 0.34%. It's actually made up most of its losses already. You guys can see right there. ACB was down over 3% at one point, apparently. Now we're right back up there. So ACB is looking pretty strong before earnings. This article just came out. Jeffrey's top stocks to include 2 red hot marijuana companies. Damn, this is an interesting article. Investing $1,000 in Aurora Cannabis and Kronos in 2016 would be worth this much today. $20,620 for Aurora. $35,978 for Canopy Growth. And $71,839 for Kronos. So you would have 71.8 times your money. Holy crap. All right, so couple more quick companies. High Tide. So High Tide has sold off. for quite a while now. Downstream Cannabis Corporation, focus on manufacturing and wholesale distribution of smoking accessories and lifestyle cannabis products. Interesting one. All right, let's see what we got here. Inner Spirit Holdings, located in Calgary, is a cannabis company. There's not too much news about this one. Inner Spirit Holdings. Yeah, this chart looks a little questionable. I would wait for it to potentially sell off a bit more. Kind of scared of that downtrend. Yeti Holdings. Designer, marketer, and distributor of products for the outdoor and recreation market. Coolers and equipment, drinkware, and other. Interesting. What's up, Max? I still got the stuff that you gave me. I had another pinch of it last night. Hating the market as usual. That sounded real bad. We were referring to the stuff that Max gave me at 420. Yes, yes. I'm a very light user. Just before bed, gets you nice and relaxed. That's about it. Kind of style is to keep beating earnings. So, yeah, I mean, the stock's done great since 2019. And it's sold off a little bit recently, so the chart actually looks pretty good. Looks like it could drop a tiny bit more, but that's an interesting one. Thanks for bringing that up. Bloom Energy. This is the last one we're looking at today. As there's not much, even though it's a red day, markets are off its lows. There's not really much I'm looking to do or add, to be honest, guys. Although good news today for Leafy Health. This is actually a nice looking chart. Higher lows, consistently making higher lows so far this year. I'm still bullish on the energy sector. And the last piece of news, FSD Pharma reports 2018 year-end results. So Max, this is FSD, this is for you, buddy. 2018 was a year of major accomplishments for FSD. Strategic investments were valued at 18 million, with mark-to-market unrealized gain of 10 million. Total net assets in excess of 52 million with no long-term liabilities, and cash position on December 31st, 2018 of 22 million. So I'll put the link to this in the chat just for you. It was a huge year for FSD. $0.24. No problem. I'll just leave that there in case you want to read that info. Other than that, there's a bunch of articles out, but I want to quickly damn, Maurice, that's nice. Excuse me, guys. We're going to drop the link quickly to our Discord group. So this is an interesting article. Jefferies' top stocks to buy include two red-hot marijuana companies. We're going to read this just about ACB. It made a string of acquisitions to grow the scale of its overall business. It also saw industry-leading sales in the first quarter. ACB produces and distributes blah, blah, blah. We know this. Jefferies raised the price target from $12 to $14 Canadian, or approximately $10.36 US. The shares closed trading at $8.79 on Friday. CannTrust. This could be an off-the-radar play for investors looking for a play with a lower name recognition. The company has a partnership with Gold Coast University Hospital. Is that all we're getting about CannTrust? Here we go. This is what I want to see. So CannTrust also focuses on developing nanotechnology to create new products, medical, recreational, beauty. Lowered its $15 price target to $13. That equals $9.62 US. Shares were last seen trading at $6.05. So, all right, Max. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later. And that's it for us today, guys, as well. So, Sproutly is worth looking into over water. They have a JV with Moosehead. Yeah, Chris. Sproutly is a very interesting one too. I agree. That's we'll just see how the stock's done recently. I would be a little cautious right now. I'd look at Sproutly a little closer if it got into the mid to low 60s. This looks like we could see more of a sell-off. But for sure. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everything. Joe, Spartacus, you guys supporting me in the super chat. And then once again, that's it for today. I'll try and release some more cool videos. I got one more video dropping. I gotta edit it though. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much.